despite the downward revision to inflation in the short term, you've still got inflation at 2.1%, that's above target right at the end. You've got constant references to excess demand at the end of the forecast. These are all very hawkish signals, and it's implying that even though markets brought the expected interest rate hikes forward and they've steepened the path, that's possibly still not enough.
Sterling could begin falling quite sharply, and that, of course, could change the whole calculus and bring the interest rate rise forward. Although looking at the Canadian dollar, where Mr. Carney used to be the chief, you know, we've got the puzzle there of the currency collapsing and the Bank of Canada still cutting interest rates. Maybe that would have been an interesting question to pop yesterday to Mr. Carney.
If you look at what's happening in the UK versus what's happening in the United States, we would love to have the wage growth that you guys had of 3.2% last quarter. We would love to have the productivity growth. That is not what we have in the United States. So for many reasons, the UK should move before the Fed, but currency has everything to do with it. US is not as dollar dependent as UK is on the sterling.
February is our official forecast at the moment, but the fall in commodity prices in recent weeks really does put that at risk now. You know, when we're updating our inflation models, we're now looking at inflation numbers sub 1% for the early part of next year. And our concern is that the Bank of England could struggle to communicate why it should be raising rates while completely missing the lower bound of its inflation target. And as a result, we might be looking at May as a more realistic time frame.
For the millions of people that have variable rate mortgages, it's warning to them that at some point mortgages are going to be more expensive. Therefore, if you can't afford a higher mortgage rate, fix your mortgage now. So this is a preventative measure to try and get the UK consumer in the right place for what is inevitable at some point.